with a playoff kind of atmosphere. Eduardo Perez, ESPN baseball analyst, joins us here on Big Board Sports. And Roger Weiland, Chris Honorado. Eduardo, nice to have you with us for a few minutes.
Oh, thanks for having me, Roger and Chris. Appreciate it.
Yeah, appreciate you. It should be electric tonight, right? I think the stadium's going to is a gorgeous night for baseball. We all know what the format is. It's a one and done. It's going to literally have a big time playoff atmosphere. One would think tonight at Yankee Stadium.
Oh, no doubt, no doubt. We've been here since early this morning, Tim Kirchin and myself, and you feel it, and you know that it's just that one game. It's like a Game 7 going on tonight. Some people think that the team that finished first in the wild card should at least be double eliminated, not the team that finished second. But that's I think that'll be up for discussion later on. Right now, it's a good time to be here in New York. The weather's perfect. The talent is out, and I think that's going to be the fun part. Young talent. When you have Severino on the mound, Judge in right field, same thing. You got Buxton in center field for the Twins. Sano won't be playing today. He'll be coming off the bench. But that's another big talent, along with Eddie Rosario in left field. So it'll be a lot of fun to see what happens tonight in this big game.
Anything is possible. We know that it's a one and done. But you have to like the Yankees.
No
if for no other reason, Joe Girardi said it yesterday, his team has really been playing its best baseball of the season in the month of September.
It has. It has been playing its best baseball, and a lot has to do with, obviously, the pitching has come around. Chapman has really solidified again in the last part of the game. Still a lot of question marks with Dylan Betances, but they hope that he'll be fine. But the most important part is, again, Aaron Judge has been swinging the bat. They put him in the 2 spot, and he has really answered the call in that spot, sort of like what Giancarlo Stanton was put in the 2 spot for the Marlins. It seemed to really give him a jolt, and you get more at-bats predicted during the game, and so far it has worked well for him. But I think the key is to have Brett Gardner get on base and allow Judge to do his thing. If it's to hit the ball hard, contact on the ground, you can get RBIs that way. But at the same time, you have the big boy up for what could be a good start to his career here in October.
Eduardo Perez, ESPN baseball analyst, with us here. And, of course, you remember him from his playing days, 13 years in the bigs. And how about this? Hit 4 home runs in his career off the big unit. I mean, most guys just struggle to make any sort of contact against him. He went deep 4 times off Randy Johnson. Eduardo, we had Tim Kirchin on the program yesterday morning, actually, and Roger asked him this same question. I'll ask you as well. If the Yankees were to lose tonight, is this a disappointing season, or is it still considered a success?
I still consider it a success, and this is why. Coming out of spring training, at the beginning of spring training, had the Yankee team as the 4th-place team, and then when I was leaving spring training, I had it as a 5th place, a last-place team. And all of a sudden, this team has been really answering the call. They've exceeded a lot of expectations. We knew their bullpen was going to be good. That's one thing we did know. We did not know what we were going to get out of Jacoby Ellsbury in center field. We did not know what we were going to get out of the right field production between Aaron Hicks and Aaron Judge. We did not know what we were going to get out of the first base production with the Yankees, with Bird being hurt. There were a lot of what-ifs. We did not know what we were going to get from Severino on the mound. That was a complete surprise. So you have all those things added up with the injuries that happened with the pitching during the season, with having Starlin Castro at second base and Didi Gregorius on the disabled list to start the season. You did not know what you were going to get. And the New York Yankee fans have to be ecstatic with the job that Joe Girardi has done, with the job that Brian Cashman has been able to get and do and get this team going. And the players on the field, there's no way that this can be called a disappointment for any New York Yankee fan.
Eduardo Perez, the ESPN baseball analyst, with us here on Big Board Sports. Yankees and Twins tonight at the stadium. You can listen to the game right here on 104.5 at Team ESPN Radio, the home for all New York Yankee games. How concerned should a Yankee fan be, Eduardo, that Severino has never pitched in a postseason game at any level?
Not that I wouldn't be concerned, and the reason why is because your bullpen is so deep and it's one game, and everybody's going to be ready. So if Severino is not sharp early, look for George Girardi to go to his bullpen immediately. I mean, we've seen it happen in the past. Severino was not sharp against the Twins last time. It's a good fastball hitting team. If he doesn't locate his fastball and he doesn't have a slider that he can throw it over for a strike, it could be a very short night for Severino and a long one for the Yankees. But Joe Girardi, knowing it's Game 7, he'll have all arms on deck and ready for this game.
Hey, one player on the Twins team that's getting a lot of love here, and your thoughts on Byron Buxton at
awesome.
23 years old. How good is he, and could he be a Yankee killer tonight?
He could be a nightmare for any team, and tonight he could be a nightmare for the Yankees, offensively and defensively. 25 defensive runs saved this season for Byron Buxton. Most likely would win the Gold Glove Award. He's been that good in center field. He's been better than Kevin Pillar in center field. He's been better than Kiermaier in center field this year. This kid is the real deal. He looks like a young, even more athletic Torrey Hunter than what we saw. He's again, the hype was on a few years ago about saying that Byron Buxton was the best talent over Carlos Correa in the minor leagues, and he's proven it now in the second half of the season. They have a really good athletic outfield to go along with him, with Kepler in the right field, and Eddie Rosario hit 27 home runs this season, having a mammoth season in left field for the Minnesota Twins. So they're very athletic. Jason Castro behind the plate, I think, has been the biggest difference on why this Minnesota Twins team has been where they're at with their pitching and kept them in ball games, is because of the veteran leadership and the defensive run saves that he has also had there with their team.
Eduardo, now that we've put this game under the microscope, let's go macro a little bit. How would you handicap this American League in terms of who you like the most to win it all? Where do the Yankees stack up against the likes of the Indians, Astros, and Red Sox?
And I tell all my friends, they ask me who's going to win this thing, and to be honest with you, it's a toss-up. It really is. You can go and you can look for flaws on each one of the American League teams. You can look for flaws on each one of the National League teams, and you can look for good things. Again, the Cleveland Indians were the best team in September. They played really good baseball. They knew how to do everything right. They have the experience from last year. They have Encarnacion, which really made their lineup a lot better. I really like that team a lot. Then again, you look at the pitching of the New York Yankees, and the thing that you don't know about the Yankees, if they can get by this one game here, they are a very dangerous team come playoff time because of their bullpen, because of what you don't know that you're going to get out of if it's Gary Sanchez and Aaron Judge in October. They could be busts or they could be heroes, and they could really make a name for themselves even more than what they have right now with a great October. These are all things that remain to be seen, and I think that they have stepped up to the plate as the Yankees here in New York in the biggest stage. Why not do it in October? We've seen players in the past do it. I think they have the caliber to carry a team all the way through to the World Series.
How about National League, Eduardo? Who do you give the edge to tomorrow night, Colorado or Arizona?
Yeah, I'll be calling that game tomorrow night, so I actually leave after tonight and go straight to Arizona to call that game on radio, ESPN radio. And Arizona right now is a tough team. They're a tough team to beat. J.D. Martinez is spectacular. He's really been the guy. But, everybody talks about Paul Goldschmidt. So far, 0 for his last 17, did not hit well in September. They need him for this game. They need him to be able to produce. It's a really good team, especially with Zach Greinke. That being said, for one game, the way the Colorado Rockies have played, the way they run the bases, John Gray on the mound, this is a game that the Colorado Rockies can steal away from the Arizona Diamondbacks, even though the Diamondbacks look like the superior team. Now, the Diamondbacks win, they're going to be a tough team to beat throughout the playoffs. I think right now they are a team that can beat the Dodgers. They are a team that can go in a division series out of 5 and manhandle them the way they did it in the past. So it's very important that the Dodgers have to play their top baseball against a team like the Arizona Diamondbacks.
Eduardo, one more thing from us. We would be remiss if we didn't at least ask. Certainly people who know baseball, know your father, know your Puerto Rican descent, and what Puerto Rico has been through with the tropical storms and hurricanes. Is there a way people who are listening to us now can help people of Puerto Rico?
Oh, no doubt. No doubt. It's a very close to, this has been a crazy, crazy year for at least our family and for all the families that I know and that I consider families all around the island of Puerto Rico. It's been tough. We had Hurricane Irma, which passed just north of Puerto Rico, took our power out for quite some time, and then right when the power comes back, here comes Hurricane Maria, just devastating the island and leaving it like if it was it's something, an island that I don't even recognize anymore. It's tough to see. It really is, and it's touched my heart. All those people that have been able to go out and help. You can go and help you can go online and help unitedforpuertorico.com. That's a very good way to be able to donate. We need all the help possible. It's been a tough time for every Puerto Rican in Puerto Rico and out of Puerto Rico to be able to understand what's going on there. Right now, we have 4 family members arriving in Miami to stay with us because there's still no power in a lot of the outskirts areas. You guys might hear, oh, well, power has been restored. Well, that's just to a small community in the Condado tourist area. But in the island, it's been devastation. It's unimaginable. I have to give a lot of credit. I know we're in New York, but one person that stood out to me, he's not Puerto Rican. He went there as soon as he could with a C-130 plane and helped out as many people as he could as Kurt Schilling. Mm-hmm. He's still down there. Guys, we might talk, and might hear a lot of things about people, and obviously he played for the Red Sox, nothing to do with the Yankees or any New York team. But this guy cared enough to go down there, not a Puerto Rican. He just cared, and he went down with his Operation Bullpen, and he delivered big time. And his bullpen and his Operation Bullpen has created big time relief for a lot of for a lot of people that need help in Puerto Rico. And my love goes out to any Puerto Rican that's listening to this right now that have family members. And thank you for asking about Puerto Rico because it really touched my heart big time.
So unitedforpuertorico.com, right? That's the website.
Yeah,
Okay.
That's in English, unitedforpuertorico.com. In Spanish, it's unidosporpuertorico.com.
Great stuff out of you, Eduardo. We really appreciate it. Thanks for sharing the Schilling story. A lot of people listening, probably that raised some eyebrows with that story, and that's exactly. I'm glad you shared that with our audience here in New York this morning.
I appreciate it. And again, we saw Joe Girardi and Joe Espada yesterday with their T-shirts on. Again, communication is a big issue, so I appreciate it big time. I know 3 Puerto Ricans also on the Minnesota Twins. They're doing their best all around baseball, all around everywhere. I mean, the Pittsburgh Pirates, what they're doing over there, following Clemente's footsteps, is really, for me, it's unbelievable what everyone's doing to try to help, and it's never enough. And I thank you guys again for bringing this up.
And we thank you for coming on the show, Eduardo. Have a great day and enjoy the games.
All right, thank you.